I don't know if you ever had one of those weeks where it feels like the air itself is changing. Like something is shifting underneath your feet and you can't quite tell yet if it's leading somewhere beautiful or somewhere painful. You just know something is moving and suddenly there's all this energy in your body and nowhere obvious to put it. That was me this week. Because if I'm being honest with you, time suddenly feels very loud. The dream of Los Angeles still sits there in front of me like a packed suitcase by the door, patient, waiting, but life has become complicated, really complicated. Problems have shown up from directions I didn't even know they existed. Questions I don't fully know how to answer yet. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, I realized something uncomfortable.
And that's why I said goodbye to that lovely lady in Los Angeles. Because I wanted to protect her. I really miss her.
Schnitzel goes to Hollywood, just like he always said he would. New episode, here we go.
No way.
I'm going to make you famous. Grab yours.
Thank you so much.
We love each other. We love Philip, actually, was small.
Actually, yeah.
Oh,
At some point you have to stand up again, even when it feels heavy, even when you don't know exactly how the road ahead is supposed to work. Because staying emotionally parked on the side of the road eventually becomes its own kind of pain. So this week I walked a lot. Honestly, at this point Berlin and I are basically in a committed relationship. It's complicated, emotionally expensive and somehow involves way too much walking. But seriously, standing there above the city, looking out over Berlin, I kept thinking about how strange life is. You can spend years somewhere and still discover places that suddenly feel important at exactly the right moment. After that, I bought a US flag, which honestly felt symbolic in ways I'm still trying to understand. Maybe hope, maybe stubbornness, maybe faith, maybe all three. Then I kept walking, past Axel Springer, past Checkpoint Charlie, down toward Rathaus Schöneberg, standing where JFK once gave his Ich bin ein Berliner speech. And something about standing there hit me, because sometimes history reminds you that impossible things have happened before.
during the Cold War, this was the place where the West spoke to the East. Welcome, guys. Today's episode is about root, loyalty, provision, and hope. We're going into the Psalms, one of my most favorite books in the Bible.
I'm Ashish and friend of Phil.
Schnitzel. They know me
Yeah.
as Schnitzel.
Yeah.
He subdues the nations before us, putting our enemies beneath our feet. He chose the promised land as our inheritance, the proud possession of Jacob's descendants, whom he loves.
Because David understood something about longing, about fear, about hope, mixed together with exhaustion.
Hast du für die Zuschauer denn irgendeine Weisheit, die du denen für heute mitgeben kannst in den schweren Zeiten? Eine hast du bestimmt.
Einfach im Augenblick leben.
Im Augenblick Gott finden, das ist das Wichtige.
Im Augenblick Gott. Ja, das kann ich auch unterstützen.
Oh, Germany doesn't pee against the wind. It blows. A sad joke for the wrong people. Forgiveness is to be worn and taken off under all circumstances.
I felt that like since I've been 5 years old. And you don't know me, and you write that down, that feeling, and that's why I got the chills, you know, like.
Then came the overnight train to Brunswick. No sleep, just movement. One city dissolving into another through train windows in the middle of the night. We had breakfast. I completely crashed for some sleep. And by the time I woke up, he was already in the kitchen preparing his beautiful old Pomeranian cake.
I make cake. A German cake?
First, for the batter you need 1 cup of vegan cream, 1 cup of sugar, 2 cups of flour, 3 vegan eggs and 1 packet of baking powder.
So, für dich. So. Ist es richtig, Richard, dass es in Deutschland nicht nur die Waffen verboten sind, damit die Menschen ihre Freiheit verteidigen können, sondern auch die Schneebesen? Viel wichtiger ist, dass dein Hund verboten ist, um meine Freiheit zu verteidigen.
Then pour the batter into a baking dish and bake it briefly first. This part is important. Let it pre-bake for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the glaze, which honestly might be the best part: 1 cup of sugar, 1 pound of butter, 3 tablespoons of vegan milk and about 3 ounces of almonds. While that's in the oven, prepare the glaze and gently heat everything while stirring until it turns into this rich, sweet topping that smells so good you'll immediately start questioning your self-discipline. After the first 20 minutes, take the cake out of the oven and carefully spread the glaze all over the top. Then put it back in the oven for another 20 minutes until everything turns beautifully golden and slightly caramelized on top. And that's it.
Du bist ein sehr geiziger Mensch, Richard. Die anderen Drachen sollten davon erfahren.
Simply cozy, the kind of cake that somehow tastes like being taken care of.
Das schmeckt nach Köslin, nach Kolberg und nach Stettin und nach Wolgast. Das ist ein pomeranischer Kuchen.
Perfect with coffee, good conversations and people you generally like being around. Then my favorite people arrived. Eric, Rike and the kids. And suddenly the camera had a new boss because the oldest immediately decided she was now officially director of photography for the next 24 hours.
West Coast.
Honestly, I think I've already been replaced.
Jetzt bin ich bereit.
So reicht du wieder, oder?
Was macht ihr da?
Versteht meine Gedanken gar nicht, verstehe meine Gedanken nicht.
Jetzt zieh ich meine Jacke an. Dann gleich raus. Und dann filmen wir weiter. Hallo. Jetzt gehen wir auf den Spielplatz. Hier lang geht's.
Laughed way too hard, acted ridiculous, and for a few hours life became wonderful small again. No existential questions, no giant dreams, just being present. Swinging higher than we probably should have. Running around like children pretending adulthood could wait outside for a little while.
Oh, pass auf.
Wir reiten dem Sonnenuntergang entgegen.
Regen.
Das macht ja gar keinen Spaß.
Ja, Jungs, ihr habt's gleich.
And yes, apparently licking trees also became part of that experience. Don't ask questions.
Hab ich schon bessere Bäume gehabt.
Germany is a mysterious country sometimes. At one point, I get tired and laid down in one of those giant swings, thinking I had finally found peace. But apparently peace was not on the agenda because suddenly I was being pushed higher and higher while lying there like some unwilling amusement park attraction. Then, naturally, I decided to revive my old NATO response force energy and crawl through a tunnel. Let's just say military dignity was not preserved.
Hallo, ja, hallo.
We spent the evening sharing film footage, laughing, talking live, and before I knew it, everyone had gone home again. Funny how quickly beautiful moments disappear. And somewhere during that moment, while praying, I think I finally understood why there had been so much pressure inside me this week. It was her. And I don't fully understand why now. I just know she's suddenly there again.
Ja, das ist wieder weg. Alle Sachen. Ja. Mir auch alles. Hallo.
20 Jahren dran gewesen, dass da endlich mal was gemacht wird. So, und jetzt. Oh, das zischt gut.
Then came the drive across Germany to Mönchengladbach. Vegan barbecue food, petting cows, watching Apocalypse Now, and strangely relating to the anti-war ending more than ever. Because somewhere deep down I believe what Jesus said still matters.
Wenn wir auch kostenlos haben können, wenn wir weit fahren.
Ja, aber echt mal, ne?
Then came the Film Club Entertainment, Zachariah, conversations with filmmakers again, seeing new cameras, new ideas, that familiar creative energy I've missed.
Die Atlas sind schon geil. Habt ihr die als Filmclub oder als für den Café?
And later, Bavaria, a castle, medieval streets, strange old Wolfenstein memories waking up in my head.
Burg in Wertheim, wo wir zufälligerweise einfach ein Auto gefunden haben und einfach gesagt haben, spontan, das wollen wir haben.
Da wollen wir hoch, haben wir gesagt.
Ja. Das wollen wir haben, da wollen wir hoch. Ja.
Schauen wir mal.
A reminder that stories have always moved me, maybe more than anything else ever has.
Wow.
Something inside me kept whispering the same thing. Stop hiding the real story of this channel. Stop pretending the heart isn't part of this journey.
Hey, I just made a small hike through Mönchengladbach, the same fucking town this asshole, my former business partner, lives in. But that's not the topic this day. I just wanted to say, yeah, I didn't told you everything. Like when I came back from LA, there were threats. There were real, bad, ugly threats, like people standing in front of my door, like big banks and the state were chasing me because of false accusations. And that's why I said goodbye to that lovely lady in Los Angeles, because I wanted to protect her. I was just praying all the time that she can hear me somehow, that she can, like, I don't know, like, she will reach out again, because I wrote her several times, she didn't answer. And every candle I lit, every thought I have was just with her. And you saw that in one prayer during New Year's. Please hold your protecting hand over Victoria and over Daisy. I really miss her. So I decided to change all the thumbnails in my YouTube channel now that these threats are over, and focus everything on her, because in the end, this whole Los Angeles trip was just, yeah.
My heart's still parked where we used to spark, on a chessboard bench in La Tiena Good Park. Now I walk through storms that don't leave marks, looking for you in these empty Berlin parks.
And I don't know, I really believe when you're sending out your prayers, when you send out your thoughts and and take action, that maybe someday there will be miracles. I really miss her. Most people think the bloodiest battles in World War II happened on beaches or in cities. But hidden inside these quiet German woods lies a place American soldiers once called the Death Factory of the Bloody Ruhr.
Next week, things get even stranger. We head into the Hürtgen Forest, one of the darkest places in American war history, and somehow that journey ended up reflecting something much deeper than I expected. See you there. And she's popping back into my thoughts. Maybe that's what I've been learning lately. That healing doesn't mean pretending you didn't hurt someone. It means having the courage to finally look honestly at the damage and ask God to shape something redemptive out of it. So I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt that? That strange moment where life feels like it's changing faster than your heart can process? Where something unfinished keeps knocking on the door of your soul?
You made it! Huh?
So you said I can win over your heart by winning or giving you a hard time, so...
Yeah, you know, it wasn't hard time for me.
Oh, okay.
Schnitzel goes to